Right, so we're gonna get our teeth into payments now. Finally, you know, the real crux of why you're here. If you've skipped the CRM, that's fine. But Zoho Books is where we're going to connect all these different places. You know, the subscription payments, maybe the merch payments, getting money, paying, being paid, and all that sort of stuff. We're going to do it through Zoho Books. So come back to Zoho 1, come back to your main page. If you want to be like me, put a bookmark maybe at the top of your page for zoho.com/1. That gets you back to this area. And click on books. Now this is going to be a bit funky for me because I don't want to go through a setup video when you've all got different things to set up. You've all got different businesses and you're in different countries and you may not be showing VAT, you may not. So I'm not going to go through the setup step by step, but if you're struggling, then obviously always, as in anything, leave a comment and I'll advise you on what I think, and I will create videos if you're really struggling. But you may want also, if you're planning on using Zoho Books as your main accounting program for your business, which I mean it'll do it perfectly well, you may want to get your accountant or whoever deals with the accountant on side to make sure that you're happy how it's being set up before you dive too far in. But it's not end of the world stuff. You can change stuff. Settings can be changed. So I'm going to just run through the settings, setting up, just so you know what you're seeing. So I'm going to put VAT where we are not. What modules do you want to turn on? Again, it's going to be how you're going to use it. Estimates is for putting quotes out. It's, if you're renting space out, or you do places where people can have weddings, or you want to get sponsorship like we did in a previous video, we can do quotes. Here we're going to send a quote out. Here's a quote to sign off on. Price lists are for some people. You might give cheaper prices. You might say, if you sell, I don't know, say you sell football kits, maybe the under 10s get a cheaper rate than the under 17s, or the other way around. You might have separate price lists for people, which, it's getting deep. Sales orders, people obviously booking something with you, create an order, and then you get money off them. Purchase orders, if you're buying stuff, you're going to have to set out purchase orders. And would you like to enable inventory? And we're going to set a date for that. So tick or don't tick. We can add or remove them later. It's no big deal. But I'm just going to leave it pretty much as is. It's going to ask you to set up some sort of payment gateway, whether that's PayPal, Stripe. You can connect this payment gateway after quick setup. Go Cardless is pretty good. I don't know if Go Cardless is worldwide, but it's great for direct debit setups, and it only charges, I think, 1% charge on anything you do. It might even be less than that. So Go Cardless is a good way of recurring payment direct debit setup. But I'm gonna skip past this stuff as well, because depending on what you use to get money, to receive money, it's going to be different, and we will talk about different ones later on. But for you, sign up to whatever you're planning on using. If you're struggling, again, leave a comment. And I'm just going to click Get Started. Alright, so set up opening balances, configure chart of accounts, configure direct bank feeds, provide, so you can, again, if you're doing all this stuff and you're making Zoho Books your main account program, which I would recommend doing if you don't already have a certain place where you can touch all your accounts and see what's coming in, you're going to want to go through setting up these things. I'm not an accountant. I'm not going to advise you on what you should put in here. Obviously, it's start of your financial year. You're going to put in what your bank statements are, what your bank statuses is, and stuff like that. So, but for this video, we're just going to set up Books so we can create other apps that put the invoices into Zoho Books. Okay, so we're going to go into that in the next lesson. We'll talk about setting up subscriptions that will then sync with the CRM and sync with Zoho Books, so we get invoices. So this was a little bit flaky. I will add to this training when you tell me what you need and what you're struggling with in this part, and I may try to get my accountant to come in and give you some advice as well. All right.